Tonight on CTV News at 5, a 77-year-old driver has died after a two-vehicle collision in Woolwich Township early this morning. Now police are calling on the public for dash cam footage to assist their investigation. Plus, where's the work? A Wilfrid Laurier graduate struggling to find a job a year after finishing her degree, turning to social media to help make the right connections. And the local FIFA connection. A Brantford County supplier is supplying the turf for Toronto's stadium ahead of the World Cup. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. First at 5, a 77-year-old man has died after a two-vehicle crash in Woolwich Township this morning. This was the scene near West Montrose just before 6 this morning. Police closing the road for the investigation, saying a black Ford pickup truck and a black Nissan collided at the intersection of Northfield Drive East and Country Lane. The driver of the black Nissan was pronounced dead at the scene, with the other driver, a 44-year-old man, was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The circumstances leading to the crash are still unknown as the investigation remains ongoing. Well, if you have applied to dozens of entry-level jobs recently without any luck, you're not alone. Experts say the labor market for students and new applicants has only gotten tougher, leaving many with little options. The hunt has pushed one Wilfrid Laurier University graduate to take matters into her own hands. Kaylee Klein says she's been searching for a marketing job for a year, but hasn't been able to land anything full-time. She's shifted her focus to recruitment sites for social media, documenting her job search journey while pitching herself to employers on the platform.
More opportunities came just through social media than traditional job platforms. So I found way more leads on roles based on the videos I put out than LinkedIn or Indeed or any job platform.
At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick speaks with a pair of labor experts on some of the challenges facing applicants today and tips to help navigate the job market. Now to Toronto, where a missing 14-year-old girl has been found safe. This after an exhaustive search across the city. But as CTV's Janice Golding reports, police are being tight-lipped around what led them to the teenager.
Joyful embraces outside a police command post at Earl Bales Park today. Community members celebrating the fact a missing 14-year-old girl is back with her parents.
Immense relief, just an extraordinary sigh of relief.
I just can't imagine what the parents are feeling. As a father, I can only imagine what it's like when your child goes missing, and I'm just totally relieved and celebrating for them.
Police say Esther, who was originally reported missing on May 15th, was found around 1 p.m. this afternoon.
She appears to be in good physical health. That said, as you'd expect, she has been taken to hospital to be examined both physically as well as for medical staff to assess what emotional toll the situation may have caused her.
While police confirmed the girl was found in a home in Etobicoke, they would not comment on who owns the home, how she got there, or what precisely led investigators to the residence.
We have been painstakingly conducting video canvasses. From video canvasses, we move into search mode. Additional video located, we move into further search mode.
Additionally, police would not confirm information from sources who tell CTV News the girl was with an adult male.
Our investigation will now turn to whether or not there is any evidence of criminality associated to her prolonged disappearance.
In an emotional statement this afternoon, Esther's parents said, "There are no words to describe the relief we are feeling. For the first time in days, we can hug our daughter and breathe again." To be clear, while this is the end of the search, Esty still needs proper medical care, evaluation and support, and our family is focused on making sure she is surrounded by the love and care she needs in the days ahead. They also went on to thank police and the hundreds, if not thousands, of people in the community who participated in search efforts.
I'm just so happy, and I'm glad to hear she's okay. And I'm happy for her parents.
It was also incredibly rewarding to see how everybody in the community and allies of the community and really just people with a sense of morality came out to help.
No one is in custody at this time and no charges have been laid. Janice Golding, CTV News.
Okay, time to take our first look at weather, and what a beautiful day it has been. A great way to end the work week. I mean, that sun has been shining all day. A little windy out there today, but overall conditions really shaping up in time for summer, just a few weeks away. Let's take a look at our radar now, and look at that. Pretty clear skies through southwestern Ontario. Now that's going to continue for the next few days, so great news there. But as you look further east, the east coast of our area rather, as well as Ottawa, starting to get a bit of rain there, so it is going to be a bit messy. Right now 24 degrees out there, westerly wind at 37 kilometers an hour. Let's take a look outside at the Conestoga River near St. Jacobs, and our camera operator tells us that there were some kids just swimming in there. Gosh, I mean, it's a little early in the season for me to dip my toes in, but I think kids are a little more resilient than us grown-ups. That looks beautiful out there. Dave Pettit sending us this shot this afternoon. Thank you. Okay, as we head into our first break, here's what you need to know. The Grand River Kitchener-Waterloo Ride for Dad is coming up on June 6th. The event runs from 7 until 8:30 p.m. at the Waterloo Legion branch at 5:30. Head online to register. More news is just ahead. Stay with us.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
Researchers at the University of Waterloo have been working with a Major League Baseball team trying to find a way for pitchers to reduce stress on their elbows without sacrificing velocity. This all in hopes of avoiding potentially career-ending elbow injuries. John McPhee worked with the Seattle Mariners using data from the team to run a computer model looking for solutions. What they found was that a sidearm or submarine pitch, similar to the mechanics of Blue Jays pitcher Tyler Rogers, is slower but is less prone to causing injury, saying they were a little surprised by the outcome. But when looking at pitchers who throw sidearm, many have avoided UCL injuries so far.
And then we said, well, what happens if you try to throw in a way to minimize the loads on that UCL? And what we got was this sidearm delivery that you see on the screen here that Tyler Rogers has used to, great advantage over his career, which has been a long career, no UCL injuries.
At 6, Colton Weens will have more on the research and what the Mariners have to say about the discovery. Well, final touches are underway at Toronto Stadium as the venue prepares to host some of soccer's greatest athletes during the World Cup. New grass was brought in for the athletes to play on, and as CTV's Karis Mapp explains, the company who provided it is local.
Ashley, I'm here in Burford at Green Horizons Specialty Sod Farm holding some of the replacement grass that the pros could play on in Toronto during the World Cup. The company has been providing sod for BMO Field for over 15 years now, but was thrilled when they got the call for the World Cup. They were first contacted roughly 3 years ago for the project and have been working to grow the highest level of natural sod ever since. A big difference compared to the artificial turf commonly seen at soccer fields.
It gives, but yet it has traction. Artificial turf has traction, but it doesn't give. That's why the soccer players around the world demand to play on natural grass, because for their own body, for their own playability, for the performance of the sport, the ball play, the safety of the players, the skid, the traction, the ball speed, has to be on natural grass. There is no other choice.
Coming up at 6, I'll have more on the process the team here went through to get this grass pitch perfect. Karis Mapp, CTV News, Burford.
And with just 2 weeks to go until the World Cup, Team Canada is taking shape and hoping for the return of some key players lost to injury. CTV's Omar Sachedina has more on how a star player outran adversity on and off the pitch.
Fast, aggressive, and powerful. Moise Bombito is one of Canada's fastest rising soccer stars. Pushed into the game as a young boy in Montreal by parents who wanted to focus their overly energetic son.
I was breaking everything. I was running everywhere.
So they were just trying to exhaust you, basically.
Exactly.
Instead, it ignited a new passion Bombito showcased to the world at the 2024 Copa America, where he took on the challenging task of defending one of the greatest players of all time in Canada's opening match against Argentina.
What's it like to defend against Messi?
It's a nightmare. Because, you know, when he gets the ball, that's when everything can happen. He's analyzing, he's looking, scanning everything that's surrounding him. And as soon as he gets the ball, then the magic happens because he already pictured everything.
And a giveaway. Bombito's second-half tackle of the Argentine captain drew racist abuse and attacks on social media. But it was his responses of resolve after that drew even wider support, which surged even higher after this moment, when he stepped up and calmly put away a penalty during the quarterfinal shootout against Venezuela.
Is in pain, real concern.
But perhaps his test was breaking his leg in a match for his French club Nice last October.
Made me think, and it just made me feel grateful for what I had in general, just in terms of being able to go to the bathroom and do what I have to do there, take a shower by myself, and just being on my own, feeling like, you know, I'm free. But when you're injured, it's a total, like you're dependable.
He was sidelined for months to focus on his recovery. Along the way, the boy who couldn't sit still also picked up another talent off the pitch.
Who's your favorite composer?
I can play Una Mattina, Ludovico Einaudi.
Okay.
I play Van Gogh.
Okay.
I forgot who the artist is. I play Je te laisserai des mots, Patrick Watson.
I love one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, so great.
Also great, he says, being at the World Cup.
Your own personal family is from Kinshasa. From Kinshasa, and now playing for Canada in a few months' time. What will that experience be like to play on home soil for this country?
It's a great feeling, just because my mom, you know, she sacrificed a lot just to come into Canada, a country that welcomed her as she was one of their own, you know. I feel like it's a great feeling, proud feeling, and I just can't wait to do so in a great way.
Omar Sechedina, CTV News, Toronto.
Meanwhile, Canada is set to unveil its World Cup roster this evening. 32 players were invited to the training camp in North Carolina this week, which will be narrowed down to 26. Captain Alphonso Davies is expected to be on the roster despite missing camp as he recovers from a hamstring injury. Canada will kick off the tournament in Toronto on June 12th. The expanded 48-team tournament will see 104 games staged across Canada, U.S., and Mexico. You can watch the roster announcement tonight at 7 on TSN. And here's what you need to know. Calling all music lovers, the Elmira Vintage Guitar Show is coming up June 7th. You can buy, sell, trade, and show off your favorite guitar. There's a $10 cash admission price. CTV News continues in 2 minutes.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400. From your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Well, what a week it has been. We started strong with sunny, warm conditions, and we're ending on the same note. Things really taking shape for the weekend with more sunshine on the way, like I said earlier, just to finish off the month of May and to take us into June. Let's take another look outside at the Conestoga River near the Three Bridges area. It is a beautiful afternoon out there. Look at that sky, nice and clear. Not much of a wind, a light breeze out there. It is going to continue to be beautiful over the next few hours. That takes us into our future cast. Let's take a look. There's not a lot going on. Lots of clear conditions. Now, we will see a small band of cloud cover move over the region through the overnight hours. hours. But by Saturday morning, things are shaping up to be a very sunny day, as well as your Sunday as well. But as we take a look at what's happening right now across the country, Prince George is raining 9 degrees, 15 for Vancouver, 14 for Victoria. A little sunshine there. Very warm up in Edmonton and Fort McMurray, 30 and 31. So a much nicer day in Alberta. As we move through the prairie provinces, 31 with some rain in Saskatoon. Regina seeing 29 degrees. Same with Thompson. Winnipeg at 33. As we push further east towards our nation's capital in Ottawa, a mix of sun and cloud, mostly cloudy conditions though in Ottawa, 18 degrees there. Timmins 22 and sunny, 22 up in Thunder Bay. Quebec getting lots of rain this hour and just sitting at 11 degrees. The east coast is feeling a bit cooler and a bit cloudier. St. John's actually seeing a mix of snow and rain, believe it or not. Just 3 degrees there. Halifax 8 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. Not too bad. As we turn our attention closer to home here in southwestern Ontario, pretty beautiful out there. Mid to high 20s for most of the region. 24 degrees right now in Waterloo region, 26 for Windsor, 27 in Sarnia. So get out and enjoy it while you can. Temperatures overnight will take a dip though. So if you're headed out through the overnight hours, a light jacket might be needed. 7 degrees is the expected low with a northwest wind of 30 kilometers an hour. So it will be a little breezy at times. Now tomorrow, mainly sunny conditions, not quite as hot as we've seen the last couple of days, but still 19 degrees with mainly sunny conditions on the last weekend of May isn't too bad. And lastly, with our almanac here, we are seeing back in 2004, minus 0.3 was set as our overnight record. So by comparison, we really can't complain about that 7 degrees. And take a look at our first at 5 forecast. A mix of sun and cloud tomorrow, but then it's nothing but sun for the rest of the week. Let's take a look at what's trending. Another big game for Macklin Celebrini as Canada advanced to the semifinals of the World Hockey Championship.
Drops that back. Here's Celebrini with time. Celebrini walks in and shoots, scores!
The 19-year-old superstar scoring his 6th goal of the tournament, while Sidney Crosby, Dylan Holloway, and Connor Brown also found the back of the net in their 4-0 win over the U.S. Canada will meet Finland in the semis tomorrow. Meanwhile, in the NHL, the Montreal Canadiens are heading into a win-or-go-home Game 5 in their Eastern Conference final tonight. The Habs have dropped 3 straight games and now trail the Hurricanes 3-1. Montreal has been outshot 109-43 in those 3 losses. Bryan Adams will be headlining a countdown concert in Toronto ahead of the FIFA World Cup.
Rolling, rolling, rolling with the punches.
On Wednesday, June 10th, there will be concerts happening at the same time in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. ahead of the opening match of the tournament on June 11th. Bryan Adams and Wyclef Jean will be among the artists set to perform on the FIFA Fan Festival grounds at Fort York and Bentway. Tickets for the event went on sale at 10 a.m. And here's what you need to know. Celebrate Pride at the Cambridge Pride Street Party on June 14th. It's taking place throughout downtown Cambridge from 1 until 8 p.m. and it's free to attend. Stay with us.
Bounce 99.5 has the music you just can't quit. Home of Bounce Mornings with Angie Hill and Sarge. KW's Bounce 99.5. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app.
In tonight's Digital Dive, the Brantford Bulldogs head coach is set to lead the Hamilton Hammers. Jay McKee was announced as the new head coach for the Hamilton Hammers today. He was hired by the Bulldogs in 2021 when the team was still based in the city before the franchise moved to Brantford in 2023. For more on this, our online team has you covered. Just scan the QR code on the corner of your screen or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. Time now to take a look at the final 5 stories we're following today. Kenneth Law has pleaded guilty to 14 charges of aiding and abetting suicide. Now murder charges against him will be withdrawn by the Crown. The Ontario man is at the heart of an international investigation. He was accused of selling deadly substances online to people at risk of self-harm, some of whom went on to take their own lives. Police have alleged Law ran several websites that were used to sell some 1,200 packages to people in more than 40 countries. Canada's economy has slipped into technical recession, according to new data from Statistics Canada. The numbers show economic growth stalled in the first quarter, and Canada's real gross domestic product was slightly negative on an annualized basis. StatsCan is blaming higher imports of gold and a weak month for Canada's resource extraction industries. The real GDP has now declined for 2 straight quarters, which meets the definition of a technical recession. Optimism over a possible deal on the Iran war has provided some relief on the oil markets. As for the sky-high cost of oil, this morning, West Texas Intermediate crude is down more than 1%, trading below $88 a U.S. a barrel. And here's a snapshot of average regular gas prices across the country. British Columbia has the most expensive gas, selling for just under $1.98 a liter. It's about $1.72 in Ontario, and the cheapest gas is in Manitoba at a little over $1.66. A new petition is calling on the province to reverse cuts made to international languages programs in Ontario's schools. The Change.org petition has more than 800 signatures. It was launched by a Toronto Catholic District School Board trustee who says thousands of students could lose access to the program. It comes months after the provincially appointed supervisor overseeing the board announced that weekday international language programs will be phased out in the next school year. The province says the move is part of an effort to reduce its deficit. And finally for us, a rocket belonging to billionaire Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin space technology company exploded during a test in Florida today. The company says its New Glenn rocket blew up during an engine firing test being conducted ahead of a satellite launch planned for next week. No injuries have been reported, according to officials at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The New Glenn rocket was previously grounded after it left a satellite in the wrong orbit due to engine failure. Well, that is our time. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more local news coverage at 6 with Tony Grace. But first, here's CTV National News.